I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, thank you everybody for joining us for session 3 of Valoris After Dark. This one's entitled Children of the Night. Start with a little recap of what happened last time. The party was kind of finding their feet after defeating Stitsko. Walking about the city, they were kind of learning about some of the ordeals going down. Probably the most intriguing was this man giant that seems to have been robbing banks of precious loot. During their kind of investigation, they came across a young woman, horrifically scarred across one side of her face. She was very matter of fact, but she formed an informal alliance with the party as the two end goals seemed to line up. We find the party at the end of the night here, winding down after a hard day back at the circus. So let's do some maps.
I have a mouse now, so this should be easier.
Awesome. And I'm going to share this with you all. All right. Later that evening, Sunny pays you all a visit. The circus is pretty much winding down at this point. You can still hear some of the musicians in the background still laboring away as the last patrons are starting to exit. She arrives, looks at you all, finds an empty barrel, and just kind of sits down upon it. Doesn't say another word.
Looks like we have guests.
So nice of you to track us down all the way out here, dear.
Well, I was hoping you had some more information than I was able to find. I take from your silence that is niet.
Yeah, we weren't able to find Jack.
We may have a lead soon, but it requires some brew.
I see. Unfortunately, I could not find hide nor hair of this man or any breadcrumbs. But I did hear some strange rumor. Seems another group is in town. I don't know exactly, something on, and she kind of fumbles with the word as it doesn't seem very fluent or it seems very foreign to her. Seems they've taken a like to gathering children. But that's not the most interesting part. I heard they're doing it under the sanction and protection of the Merkava.
The Merkava?
Yes, the one and the same. City Guard.
They're recruiting children or taking them?
That I do not know, but is there a difference?
In name, perhaps?
Legality is also a concern.
Perhaps.
Is there a particular segment of children they're targeting? A particular district, perhaps?
I don't know, but I do know that they're moving around in broad daylight. Horse and cart. Children inside. I figured since we couldn't find a better lead, maybe we could follow up on this one.
Seems like the kind of thing you'd be excellent at, Phaley.
What's that supposed to mean?
I
It
think he
means
makes.
with the proper disguise, you could look like a child easily abducted.
You see Sunny change in mid-sentence. Yes, that is what I mean.
It also means, I think, that if we throw you at the cart, you tear it to pieces while it's mid-roll.
Maybe. Definitely.
Just be careful not to harm any children that may be inside.
I wouldn't think to. We've already been through enough.
All right. Then it's agreed. From outside,
Fair.
you hear a and a scream.
Dear, I thought the axe had closed up already.
Okay, I'll go and peek outside, see what's
Okay.
going on.
So, Kaladin, as you poke your head around, you see this small little creature. In 2 seconds. Need a... The small little creature seemed to have this, he's not exactly elderly, but he's definitely pushing there in age, salt and pepper, kind of hairline. You see this creature kind of sitting on this man's chest, just as it turns around and lays eyes upon you.
Can I pull out?
Several more start to scamper out. We're going to roll initiatives.
Oh, great.
Let me do...
Alright, remind me where initiative is on in here.
Between AC and speed on the main page.
Kind of middle main page.
Sick, thank you.
Did I do this correctly?
Nice initiative, Kale.
Yeah, I saw that.
Give me 2 seconds. I forgot Fantasy Grounds is silly sometimes.
I find it weird that I can only resize like one half of the map and not the other.
Oh yeah, like there's not a corner tool on the other side.
Yeah. It's very strange.
Very strange.
I might have missed it, but is there any way to lock the map so you can't, like, it doesn't drag around?
Not that I'm aware of. Seconds. I forgot I have to add them to the map before I... There we go. All right, everybody rolled initiatives?
I think so.
All right. Kaladin. Very fitting. You go first.
Well, okay. Do I recognize what these creatures
You
are?
have never seen such a creature.
Okay.
Again, it's definitely small in nature. Larger than a squirrel, maybe somewhere around a cat, but much more round and bulbous, full of nasty, sharp teeth. The lead one there that was gnawing on this man, you can see the blood just dripping down its face as it...
I guess I'll take a shot at it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's hit this one.
That is a strike.
And
Oh, they're called small undead.
They are right now, yes. You pull back your bow, you let it fly. Flies directly in the mouth of this one, just destroying it outright.
Okay, and then get a second attack, so I'll hit this one. Oof.
That is an automatic miss.
And then I guess I'll just shift over.
All right, so let's have some fun. These creatures do not hesitate as they lunge forward. 4 and 6 will get to go. Those inside the tent will see these small little... And I updated their names. Gnarling 4 is going to attack
Aw.
Kaladin. Maybe.
Gnarling.
There we go. It comes in to bite at you. And it misses. But Gnarling 6 also comes in with a bite. Does it strike? Yes, it does. It lays its teeth into you for 9 points of damage. And as a reaction, Gnarling 4 is also going to bite again. But could not capture. All right. It is now Phaley's turn. You hear the sounds of battle.
Okay. I would like to go ahead. Do I have it under my skills? Where did we put this?
Actions.
Nice.
Oh, that's so ugly.
I see rage.
Yes.
All right, what you doing? You just...
Is the person right in front of me an enemy?
That is Sunny.
Okay, sorry. She
So
was in red,
maybe?
so I thought she was a bad person. Can I squeeze between them
Oh yeah, no problem.
and...
You see these little gnarlings snapping at Kaladin.
Sorry, it's been like a week since we've done this.
You're fine.
Can I, attack Gnarling 6? Am I in range to do that? Like,
Yeah,
from
absolutely.
the...
Yep. So make sure you control click on them. Boom. See, you're a pro. Roll that juicy goblin damage. And that's a strike.
I can hit a second time, right?
Yeah, but you probably want to do your damage first.
Oh.
As you bring your morning star down and howl, it just splatters on the ground. Blood kind of sprays up, hits you and Sunny in the face. It is dead.
I'd like to sling that, Gnarling 4.
Unfortunately, as you wind back with your other hand, whip the stone around, it misses. It goes careening into the side of the tent. All right, anything else?
No thanks.
All right, so let's do this. And Gnarling 5 is going to come bursting through the side of the tent. Sobe, as you turn to react, you see this creature just leap forward, slash through the tent, and strike at you.
All right.
But unfortunately, it misses. Vic.
Okay, that complicates my original plan a little bit.
Were you going to set the tent on fire?
No, but it's a strong possibility now that one is right next to the tent flaps.
They don't seem very hardy, but they're very quick.
For now, I'm just going to avoid anything to do with fire and attack this new entrant with my tentacle rod.
Okay. Control, click the target. Boom. Oh, they're all hits. Tell me how you'd like to do this.
Well, it could be really puny damage for what that's worth.
You can roll damage. How do you want to do this?
Nice. I'll just say all three of the tentacles just latch onto different portions of the neck and just twist at the same time, so just the torsion just spins it completely in the opposite direction.
Awesome. So this creature came leaping through the tent at Sobe. It missed. Apparently, it's not very good with judging shadow. It kind of lands, looks at the party, and smack, smack, smack. 3 tentacles come and just kind of rend it and send it asunder. Very cool.
So somebody's gonna look at Vic and go, "Damn."
All right, gnarling.
I do not mess around when it comes to protecting my friends.
All right, so this one's going to follow suit. Leaping in after its companion, it's going to attack the closest target to it, which is Vic. And will miss horribly. Caspian.
Okay, can I see the body of the random person there?
From your perspective, no. There are some
Gotcha.
lights and that sort of thing. You can maybe think that you see kind of the silhouette or shadow of the body laying down, but you don't know for certain.
Well, I'd like to move over here, kind of dance behind Kale, and I'm gonna try and stab Gnarling 4.
Awesome.
I will bonus action light my sword on fire, too.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Too much flash. Unfortunately,
Sorry.
yeah, you just, this thing is small and fast. It definitely kind of evades you.
That's my turn.
Okay. Sobe.
All right. Sobe is going to he's going to stab at that gnarling one.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, it's a hit.
Oh.
Your ornate pike. You just kind of thrust it through on the side as you can easily lift this creature up with your stab and kind of shake it off to the ground. It falls lifeless. That was 1. All right, anything
Alright.
else?
Yeah, Sobe's gonna start moving. Let's see. It's going to move right there, next to this one.
Okay. From your vantage point, as you get over next to the gnarling 3, you can see another creature there around the other side of the tent. It appears to be, it's definitely a woman, a female shape, as you can see every last curve. But amongst those curves and gray skin, you can see the slash marks where the skin is starting to tear away. And what in the is going on with her head? Your turn.
What is going on?
You're not sure. There's kind of odd fleshy protrusions around. It's dark, but you don't see any reflections from any sort of pupils or eyes. Just teeth.
Well.
Sounds like your kind of woman.
Somebody's going to seduce. No. Somebody's going to smack on Gnarling 3.
Alrighty. Oh, it's a strike. You spin your pike around and just obliterate this thing, leaving a clear path between you and that undead woman.
Somebody's going to look at the undead woman and go, "Did you bring anything bigger?"
It will reply. It kind of shuffles over to you, just a 5-foot kind of step. Yes, rise. And from the rear, two larger figures appear. And, oh, is it their turn? Very good. Let me count. Difficult terrain as it tears through. Moves closer to you, Vic. Yeah, standing 5.5, 6 foot tall. You can see this, what was once a man. You can see its gray kind of flesh just kind of held together. It's pulled very tight, and you can see kind of the blood in between what appears to be needing stitches very badly. It looks at you and begins to rake its claws. First attack is... I didn't target you. What's your AC?
16, so that'd be a miss.
Okay. Misses once with the first claw, but it will not miss with the second. So roll a 1. Damn it. As it will miss with the second. It just kind of its lumbering form there seems to be pretty hardy. Kaladin, top of the order. You can hear that shuffling from behind you as well. Though the kind of minuscule creature in front of you, trapped between you and Caspian.
I'll whip around and then take 2 shots with one behind me then.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
that nice crit.
And
I'm really mad you guys are stealing all my dice mojo.
I rolled a nat 1.
yeah, we've had 4 nat ones already.
Well, so, anyways.
And
That doesn't help me argue my point.
Yeah. Bring in
and
logic.
I'm guessing these aren't humanoids since they're undead.
They're humanoids.
Okay, so you get that extra damage.
Nice. As you pull back and let go, you see that kind of... Did you assign a color to it? I can't remember if it was white or bluish. I don't remember if there was a glow to it or not.
For what?
For your arrows. Anyway.
Oh, they would be white.
Okay, as you pull back, you can see that arrow just gleam white as it just catches that perfect ray of moonlight. It strikes into this creature. It's still coming.
Yeah, because I keep forgetting I want to use Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that. I'll apply that to me, and then I'll do a second attack.
Okay. Oh, another strike.
Okay, and then that does that plus this.
Ranger uses calculator.
Basically.
Awesome. As you just plug it full of arrows, it is not stopping its approach to you.
Hmm. Um,
And any other actions?
oh no. Debating if I want to move or not, because we're getting a little clustered in that area.
Could do a shimmy shimmy and come around by me.
Well, I'll stay.
All right. And let's see. And it is fully nighttime. Okay. Gnarling
Whoa.
is going to attack against Kaladin. It rears its teeth, and I can't roll above a 5. However, it is now my turn. Sobe, this undead woman takes another step towards you. And I think I can do this because I think I've got everything set. Does it work? Oh, did you fail?
I did.
Oh, you did. Oh, no. Let's see.
Wait, how did I fail that?
You don't.
Oh, never mind.
You
never mind.
don't know. But all you know is this is a trusted friend. Phaley.
Haley's gonna go ahead and scoot forward a little bit and keep booping on that gnarl.
Okay. All right, as you bring your morning star down, it splatters, pushing blood in the faces of all 3 of your party members. Very awesome.
So
Oh, yuck, Phaley.
what?
And you're going to move back?
Yeah, I'm gonna move back to
Okay.
take on that guy.
Nice. You still have another attack. Make sure you target him.
Oh,
That's okay. You didn't target him.
Sorry.
No, it's still a hit, but target him, and then you can apply your damage. There you go. As you whip your morning star around, you catch this thing in the chest. You can see it, and you kind of pull out your morning star, and you see these small pockets of reddish black blood just barely start to ooze out the holes that you created. Gnarl 1. All right. Let's see, Vic. You tried to attack Vic last time.
Wait, there's a Gnarl still alive?
You killed all the
No, it's not
gnarlings.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Now you got the big bad daddies. Phaley, now that you've moved into position and knowing that Vic is just too spry, we'll roll a 3, but he's got a second attack, which has to be better. Yes. Brings its claws around, just rakes across your small chest for 12 points of damage. You can see the claws almost extend a little bit in the delight in its face. Vic.
Just shout, "Your prey is over here!" and attack 3 more times with my tentacle rod.
Okay. You know target.
Nope, I'm not targeting, sorry.
That's okay. Their AC is... 1 second. NPCs. Oh, that's why. Gnarl. AC is 15, so two hits.
Roger that.
All right, it's 2 of the tentacles kind of fly out and smack against it. It easily overpowers. Anything else?
I will go ahead and use my bonus action to apply Psychic Blades to one of those hits.
Okay. All right, roll that psychic damage. For 10 points. You can see it kind of wince for just a second. If end of turn, we will move on to Caspian.
Okay, now I can see clearly the body behind me, right?
Oh yeah, that man is dead.
Oh, jeez. Kaladin, hold on. I gotta go look at... Oh, man. Caspian will just kind of lean down and
You see a hole just gnarled through his chest. You thought you saw a beating of something. No, it wasn't. It was just a little bit of blood escaping.
He'll just lean down and kind of fuss over the man, and, you know, he's a bit distraught, and he'll lean over. So, babe, if you can, help me with him. Oh, this poor man. And that'll be his turn.
Okay. Sobe, it is now your turn. Are you familiar with how charm works?
I am not.
You cannot attack this undead woman.
Okay. Do I... So I see her as friendly?
Yeah, very friendly.
Do I see the others as enemies?
No.
Okay. Then, Sobe will move over and help Caspian.
Okay.
This one doesn't look too good, Chief.
No, he doesn't, but we should, do something for him, goodness.
Funeral pyre out by the back, then?
Perhaps. Anything, dangerous over that way?
Nah, there's just some, nice old lady down there.
Oh, okay. We'll just have to make sure she doesn't get hurt either. I think there's still some kerfuffles up above, but, oh dear.
I'm sure they can handle it. I'll grab this, poor bastard here and we'll get this taken care of. So he's gonna lift the dead guy.
Okay. Yeah. You're definitely strong enough to kind of heft him up into your arms as, again, he was oozing blood. So, I mean, you obviously get it all over your getup. Still dripping out of the corpse. Good times.
Yeah.
At least red's a good color on you, dear.
Fits with the other stains, at least.
Gnarl 2. All right, so not Vic. Kaladin. This one moves in close to strike. Tries to rake at you. And that is... Oh, I rolled twice on accident. But that's okay. First one's a hit. Second one... The first one's a crit. Second one's a hit. Okay. Nice. But I accidentally rolled twice. So there's regular damage. And then the other one would be... Sorry, I screwed this all up.
I'll just add an extra 5 for that first one then.
5? No.
Well, if you double the dice.
Oh, I got ya. I'm just going to do it manually here.
Okay.
Did
So-
the Gnarl attack
So you'll
himself?
take 13 damage and then 17. Did I?
I think the Gnarl hit himself somehow.
Did, because I'm a moron. Oh. That's okay. That's easily fixed. Boop. Okay. Hit points fixed. But it also hit Kaladin.
Those silly suicidal gnarls.
I think.
Neither of those. I think
The first one,
the first one hit both of us somehow.
yes.
So I have
So
to take
you
an
took- you
extra
took-
7.
No, so you took the 13,
Yeah.
and then I rolled the second one, which was 17, was for the critical.
Yeah. So we have to add that.
Yes. I accidentally rolled
Yes.
twice on accident, which
39.
screwed everything up.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
That is the end of its actions, which brings back to you, Kaladin.
Okay. So after it like hits me twice, I'm gonna take a duck tumble, like move over,
Okay.
and then bonus action disengage to get behind it,
Nice.
and then take 2 shots.
Okay. Oh, you hit it squarely in the
Let's
back.
see. Hit.
These creatures are none too
Yeah.
fast, but hardy.
I have Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
That. Plus, I get this on that first attack. And then my second attack
Ooh, another
definitely
strike.
hits. And Hunter's Mark.
I want to buy your digital dice. Ooh, bringing them into heavy. All right.
Don't mind me.
You're fine. All right. Anything else?
That should be it.
All right. This undead woman steps out from the shadows. And let's see. Oh, they called in. Okay. Let's do this. Caspian, you're close enough to see this figure emerge from out of the shadows. You can see it kind of moving its arms and kind of in a trance-like state. The spidery words of magic. That's all it does. Phaley.
Bailey is gonna do some more boop.
If you want to do the reckless thing, you have to hit the status effect before you swing.
Are you saying I should?
If you wanted to. If you don't want to, that's fine.
Doing it.
Do it. Now you roll advantage, which will automatically be built in. And you've got it targeted. Boom. You swing across and catch it in one of its arms. 10 points of damage. You can see some of the flesh rip off the side. And unfortunately, it knocked it out of the way just enough that your second swing misses. All right, so
Oof at a 2 and a 4.
I know. It's good for me. All right, so gonna take its first attack on Phaley. Brings its claw to bear. Strike. That seems... How did it do D6s? Hold on. Something didn't...
Oh. Is that the psychic damage?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's something hanky with that. I was trying to fix it, and I don't really know how.
All right, so let me fix... So 11...
So I didn't take 31 damage?
You did not.
Bless.
So that's 8, 14, 18 less. So...
That doesn't help me. Do the math.
That's 13 less.
Is it?
You should put
6, 4 is
it
10.
goes down to 13. I mean,
15. But you have resistance.
Yeah,
So
she
you
takes
should-
half damage.
Should have taken...
that's why I factored in.
It factored it. Huh.
Partially.
Right. It factored it in. It didn't factor it in for this psychic damage.
Ah, okay. So you should have taken 5 plus 8 would have been 13. Half of that would have been 6.
Right. That's right. The math adds up there.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
That's okay. I'll be mindful of the psychic damage next time. That was the first attack.
Yeah, I think I fixed it.
Okay.
We'll find out.
We'll test. Come on, crit. No, but it still hit. All right, and it does another slash, but you've got that hardy skin as well. Vic.
Okay, this thing is doing a lot of damage to us, and we don't seem to be making a lot of headway just yet. I am going to draw my Wand of Magic Missiles and go ahead and expend 6 charges
Ooh, nice.
and just blast into this thing.
Nice. Don't forget the target. Disappeared. So 9, 19, 22 points of damage. Because I don't think he had it targeted. Or 1, 19.
I clicked on him. Oh, maybe it was already targeted and I undid it.
Yeah, I think it disappeared.
Ah.
So 19 is math.
It's 22.
Oh, 22 points of damage? Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
51. Updated. Should have dropped him, I think, into heavy. Okay. Anything else, Vic?
For my bonus action, I will cast Healing Word on Phaley.
Okay. Little bit of heal. Nice. Caspian.
Thanks.
You see this woman
welcome.
come up, but Sobe is completely unaffected.
Yeah, but she looks horrifying, right?
Oh, absolutely. Grotesque. You would not take her home to meet mom.
Sobe, Yikes. Sobe, dear, I think you missed one.
Where?
Right behind you, dear. Hold on.
Yeah. Sobe is usually pretty aloof, but this seems pretty genuine.
Well, Caspian will kind of sidle around him, come up to meet the lady head on, and he's gonna bring his sword down.
Okay. Oh, it's a strike.
Okay, so
Shit, I can't spell.
because I'm swashbuckler, so because I'm the only person in range of her, I should get sneak attack with this.
Yes.
Plus green flame bait.
I have no qualms with that. That is all about the swash. Oh, nice.
Jesus.
And it was fire?
Some of that was fire, yes.
All right. You kind of dance your blade down, just kind of trying to find an opportune spot somewhere in one of the large slashes between the fleshy metal or fleshy kind of plates there. How do I say that? Her flesh is hardened, but it almost like plates. But you find a gap in between one of the large red slashes. You stick your flaming sword in. She winces back just like a quarter turn of the torso, and just that gaping maw up at you.
Oh yeah, she's definitely dangerous. Definitely.
Sobe, Caspian's attacking your friend.
Yeah. So he's gonna go, what the hell are you doing?
My friend, this thing is very scary. Are you sure you're feeling alright?
So he's going to sidle up next to Caspian there, and he's going to. Can you shove?
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody's going to shove Caspian as hard as he can. Just kind of like shoulder check.
So, it's, if I remember correctly, you'll probably have to roll to hit, and then it's opposed your athletics versus their athletics and or acrobatics. Does anybody know off the top of their head?
That sounds right to me.
Yeah,
Alright.
sounds right.
All right, so just roll to hit on him.
Okay. D20.
Just roll your, like, target him and do your weapon attack. Well, you don't even have to target. Well, yeah, he knows his AC. Either way, it's fine.
Like my weapon attack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't roll damage.
Yeah. So my pike.
Yeah. I imagine
Okay.
you try to, like, push him away with the like, you...
Goodness.
Oh, wow. So you definitely hit, but that doesn't mean that you won the contested strength. So Sobe, you would roll athletics. Caspian, you have a choice.
Right.
He's not doing damage. He's pushing you away with the pike. Like, I imagine you dropped that guy where he is, moved over. Like, what the hell are you doing? You grabbed your pike in two hands and then used the middle portion to push him back. And I still need Sobe's athletics.
Athletics. Okay.
You have to beat a 24, which you don't. So Caspian, basically, you thought something was fishy, and Sobe comes up like, "What the hell are you doing?" Tries to push you out of the way. You're kind of able to kind of skirt him off to the side, so to speak.
Yep. And to be fair, you can, because you have multi-attack, you can shove in for once. You can shove me twice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a second shove is necessary. Sobe's gonna yell, "What the hell are you thinking? You can't just go around attacking people like that."
Muhahaha.
My dear friend, you know better than I would. He is very flustered.
Oh, absolutely.
Just for my curiosity, is the lady concentrating on charming him, or has he just been turned?
You're unsure.
Gotcha.
Let's see. I'm just checking to see if he gets a save real quick. I don't think so. It's only when he is. Each time. Nope. Okay. So.
All right.
Do you have anything else? Yep.
Yeah, so could I use my second attack to prepare a grapple on Caspian in case he tried to attack again?
So a prepared action is a full action.
Gotcha.
You can't use part of your. If you make an attack, you have to do the multi-attack.
Okay.
But that's a good question. Good learning experience.
That would be it for Sobe then.
Okay.
He's just gonna stare down Caspian.
All right. So the gnarls are none too bright. It's going to move into here. Going to blind roll against Sunny.
She's been a whole lot of help so far.
That's how I run NPCs. So,
Okay.
so in the back of your mind, the NPCs aren't literally standing there doing nothing, but I will never have the NPCs flavor the fight, if that makes sense. Like I don't
Gotcha.
count them in the fight in terms of when I build the encounters. So they're just there for kind of fluff. She, of course, tries to parry this with her weapon. She very quickly draws her longsword, bats the first attack away, but he gets a claw in on her. And we are back to the top of the order. Kaladin, you have the cover of Nightfall.
Okay, well, I'll at least move up to here. And then take some more shots at Gnarl 2.
Okay.
Hits. So, fly. That. Well, it's not that one. Plus that for the first hit. And then second attack. Hits. And yeah.
Okay. It is a definite strike.
And that should be my turn.
Okay. All right. I'm missing one here. Give me 2 seconds. There it is. So, Caspian. Do you remember that incantation she was doing earlier?
I sure do.
She did, as she summons the children of the night. They kind of start scurrying out of boxes underneath the tent, surrounding her, protecting her. They won't act yet, but she is going to... When last you saw her, she was just shrieking at the mouth at you. She's going to put her mouth where the money is. Okay. 2 seconds. And undo that. Okay. As she comes in for a bite. That is a hit. She clamps down hard on your shoulder. Expecting a different sort of damage, you're almost surprised in the bright sheen of light that radiates from around her mouth. Sobe, at this point, you can make a wisdom save.
Okay. It is saves.
Nope. Nothing wrong here.
Yeah.
As she bites down hard on your shoulder and rips up a small piece. Feeding time. Phaley.
Boop, 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 boop.
That is a strike. Oh, nice. You whap it really hard. 12 points of damage. Again, more just kind of dense in the flesh. You can see that reddish black kind of bile start to ooze out. And another strike. All right, 14 points of damage as it stands there defiantly not wanting to die. And
just to make sure, if I were to move now, it would cause an opportunity attack.
Possibly 2.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
1 second. Do you get bonus action disengage as a goblin?
Oh, that's a good question.
Do I?
I don't believe so.
I honestly do not know this for some anyway.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
You
So,
get disengage and hide as bonuses.
so yeah, as a bonus action, you could disengage and then move.
Well, I'd like to do that.
Okay. You may move. All
I'll
right.
kind of scoot my butt over in the corner away from the
No
big
problem.
scary.
No problem. Leaving Vic all to his lonesome. As Nara 1 is going to try to... There we go. First swing. Second swing of its claws. Oh, it's a hit. 11 points of damage as he kind of rakes you there along your stomach line. He just... Yay, little ones. This is the part that's fun. Okay, so he's going to scamper around and attack Caspian as he comes in for a bite for a nat 20. Yeah. As he clamps down hard, he's going to offer his friend an opportunity attack. We'll roll for
Farewell, my friends.
Oh, you're fine. See, he totally missed. But something's going to need to be done, or they're going to swarm you like a mother trucker. Vic, the one standing to your right is barely hanging on, it seems. The
Isn't
one
it
to your
just
left.
lovely that we're fighting the only 2 enemies left?
Right.
Well, one of them has hit me so far, so I'm going to turn my attention back to it and smack it with my tentacle rod.
Okay. You got Phaley as well. There you go. The trick that I've learned with Fantasy Grounds, click your character, then click who you're attacking and do the shift click. Or, I'm sorry, click your character,
okay.
then shift click who you're attacking.
And that'll just reset it.
It seems to. It works for me.
Okay, duly noted.
Oh, that's a juicy hit. Oh, how you want to do that? You got the death blow.
I'm gonna just say there's some random objects around in the tent. I'm just gonna rip its legs out from under it and cause it to fall and crack its head open on something.
Awesome. It kind of trips over your tentacle, and one of the crates it was kind of whipped around and loses its footing as it falls and smacks against one of the posts there, causing a large hole, black reddish blood starts to pool out of it. And that was... which one? You did Gnarl 1. Okay.
I'll go ahead and have the remaining 2 tentacles attack Gnarl 2.
Okay. First one's a miss. That's a hit. Roll well. As it kind of smacks it for 4 points of damage, it's...
I'm going to go ahead and add my Psychic Blades and hopefully see if I fixed what was wrong with it the last time.
Okay.
No, it's still just going to assign the damage to me for a future roll. I have to figure out how to fix that so it just does the roll.
No problem. And we'll fix that going forward. So is that something that you apply to yourself and then on your next attack is going to do the damage?
That's the way it's doing it now, but you can apply it to any damage that you roll,
Okay.
regardless of whether it was before or
So,
after.
I wouldn't worry about that. Just roll. We'll fix it going forward. But for right now, if you can, I can remove it. Just roll the 2d6 damage, and it should apply right to it. Since you have it targeted.
Okay. Is there a way to have it roll damage? Because as far as I'm aware, like, I just roll 2d6,
Yep,
but
just
I don't know
roll.
how to make it as damage.
Just roll 2d6. It should add it. Well, if you drop it on him, it will add it. Or you can roll it and I'll manually add it.
That did not seem to work.
I don't have luck dropping it on the guys. So 7 points of damage. Gnarl 2 was sitting at 95 of 99.
Nice.
So, as Faithfully bravely runs away, Vic's like, I've got this. Blood dead. Blood dead. Sunny kind of looks over at you. Impressive.
I do try.
Thanks.
However,
I will use my movement to run out of the tent now, though, to see how the others are faring.
you see Caspian completely being overrun. Going to take a bite attack and misses. However, oops, wrong button. Boop. Gnarling 5. Or 1, sorry.
Somebody's gonna use his polearm mastery.
Oh, he hit. Oh, he hit.
Hold on.
Oh.
Somebody's gonna use polearm mastery on the gnarling that moved within his range.
Okay. That's
Give
that's
it a
fair.
good
That's fair.
Give it a good smackdown.
That's fair. It's shit, but I beat the wrong word.
All right.
Okay, you hit. I already know you do damage. He dies.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, these are minions. And I owe somebody some hit points. I believe I owe them 9 hit points. Caspian, you can go ahead and update that if you have not done so already.
I do what now?
I owe you 9 hit points because I had already bit you.
Okay, so heal 9.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to do this. Disengage. As kind of the mists start to swirl around, the mist starts to take corporeal form in the shape of small little bats as they kind of swoop around the woman as they fly off into the night sky, making a nice silhouette against the moon. Caspian.
That's
What's up?
no.
It is your turn, Caspian.
Okay, I didn't know if you were trying to say something, Drew. All right. So you're still kind of threatening me though, Sobe?
The
It
last
looks
you
like,
knew, yes.
yeah.
All right. Getting kind of swarmed by rat-like beings, that doesn't make me super happy. So gonna go out in a blaze of glory, I guess. I will take my. I will bonus action to use my Mantle of Flame, which first time I'm using that basically means I catch on fire.
Nice.
So I am currently on fire. If anybody touches me, they take damage.
Nice.
And then I will use my action to dodge.
So, don't they have to hit you, though?
They do.
I
But
gotcha.
am also about dead.
So, if they do hit you, they catch the flame. I gotcha. I'm with that sickness. Okay. Gnarling 2. Beep. Boop. May the gods be with you, my friend. Nope.
That'd be disadvantage. Because he dodged.
Yes. Hold on. Let me apply the dodge. Is it in here? Actually, no, it's not. Okay. So let me roll another one. So we've got a plus. I'll just do this. So both are misses. Gnarling 3. I will do disadvantage now. Okay. Sobe, you don't know where your friend went, but you do know Caspian's in trouble.
All right.
And is on fire.
And is on fire.
Yes.
Sobe is going to stab at Gnarling number 4 there.
Okay, get him. You didn't target him, but you hit and it dies.
All right, since he hit, he's going to use Maneuvering Strike on Caspian.
You're gonna hit Caspian?
No. Maneuvering attack. Hold on. How do I share thing?
You'll have to drag the dragon head into chat.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, thank you. Oh, nice. And since you are moving him, it won't provoke any attacks of opportunity. Very good.
Yeah. All right. Now, wait. Do I move him?
No, that creature reuses its reaction,
Okay.
which Caspian does have his reaction. He can move half
half
your
his movement.
speed. So go ahead and move, Casp.
All right, so up to half my speed.
Yes.
Just move over here.
Okay, fair enough. And I think that's both of your quote-unquote attacks.
Does moving? Not even.
You can move, but it will provoke an attack of opportunity. Thus far, they have not attacked you, but
I still have my second attack.
isn't maneuver part of your attack?
I don't think so. It
Oh,
just,
no,
expends
you're
one spirit.
100% correct. Carry on, my wayward son.
I also forgot to actually use the superiority die, so disregard the maneuvering attack there.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, somebody's going to. Let's see.
Whirlwind attack.
Don't have that. Somebody's going to stab at number 6.
Oh, it's a strike. Number 6. You can roll damage, but it explodes.
Okay.
And it loses its turn. Good choice.
All right, and then Sobe is going to shimmy up right between Caspian and that Gnarlings there.
Nice. A brave move. However, it is now Kaladin's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up next to Vic and I'm gonna start shooting.
Nice. Like
You-
gnarls in a barrel. Okay. First one explodes. They have 1 hit point if you guys haven't figured that out. Okay. First one just explodes. Second one. Aren't minions fun?
This is where you need a monk.
Right?
I wish they had all hit me and they'd all just burn to death.
That was a certain possibility. All right. And do you have a third attack? Can't remember.
No.
Okay.
But I'll start to move over to
Sure.
Caspian.
Phaley, it's your turn. The corner of the tent is well protected.
Is there any way for me to tell like how far I've moved? Or is each square 5 foot?
Each square is 5 foot. It'll always be 5 foot. Unless I say otherwise.
She'll make her way downtown after hearing the commotion outside.
Nice. You hear the raging the raging barbarian goblin run outside. Oh, what's going on?
Can she see that gnarling around the corner of the
Oh,
tent or
absolutely.
no?
Absolutely.
I'm sick. Okay.
You have a ranged attack? Sling?
Yes, I do. I think that was my maximum movement there. So.
Come. Goblin comes rushing out. How do you want to do this? How do you want to do this?
Shots fired! Shots fired!
There is now a rock where its head once was.
The guy, Phaley comes rushing out, just swinging around that sling like it was Mjolnir. Lets fly that stone, and it just slams into that gnarling's body as it just explodes. Good
I like to
stuff.
imagine if you watched it in super slow motion, it would replace one of its teeth, and then the whole thing would just disappear.
Oh my god. So awesome. All right, we are out of combat. And I think I'll keep that up. Okay, so we are out of combat. Sunny comes around. What the fuck were those things?
They were no act of ours, I assure you.
Just large rats.
Large rats with sharp talons.
Sobe, are you sure you're feeling all right, good friend?
I could ask the same to you, my friend. Attacking,
Yes, Caspian, you look a little unwell and also on fire.
Yeah, the second of those is of less important. He seems remarkably casual about being on fire.
Well, I mean, that is your forte here in the circus, is it not?
Yeah, I don't know if we would have announced that to the whole group. Caspian's a fire dancer. But, Sobe, really, that old lady of yours, that was one of the monsters.
what are you talking about? Did you hit your head during today's performance?
Did you?
That's irrelevant.
We probably both did, but look. That mouth, not delightful old lady kisses. That was the mouth of a predator, Sobe, a predator.
I don't know what you are talking about.
Slowly over the course of this conversation in the night, your affinity for this creature will diminish. I'll let you deal with your pride.
Oh, what the
There it is.
Why didn't the razor sharp fangs tip me off?
So that's officially on my shit list, whatever it was.
Yes, whatever it was. Did any of you others manage to catch a glimpse of her?
I did not, but let's hope Sobe's girlfriend does not come back to town.
I have the sneaking suspicion she will.
I think we have the rats to. I think we have her to thank for the rats, that is.
But why the circus?
It seems specifically to come after us.
Oh dear, did we make enemies again, guys?
Sonny looks around. It was not me, I swear.
Real
Well,
quick, I'm
certainly
gonna
this
do
poor gentleman made an enemy. As I point down to the dead body on the ground.
It is unfortunate.
Does this guy look familiar to us at all?
Let's see. Oh my god, it's...
Who's that random dude?
It's my cousin.
He seemed to be a regular here. He's not a part of the troupe, or at least that you know of, but he was a frequenter. You've seen him around, but never like been introduced or had a conversation.
Real quick, I'm gonna do a second level cure wounds on me and then a first level on Caspian.
Nice.
Bless.
Since we're both a little hurt in there.
See, it wasn't so bad.
You're right.
Two. Whoa, I rolled a 1.
Boo.
Wow. Sobe, dear, are you feeling clearer now, enough to help me take our friend back to the...
Yeah. So he's gonna go pick up the guy again.
Okay. Yeah, he's went from mostly dead to dead.
Cool.
And over the course of a couple minutes, Caspian will once again do his funeral rites and funeral pyre for the guy.
Very nice. At this point, some of the other circus folk, your troop, your family, start to come into the scene, and they will describe similar events that were happening throughout.
Oh dear, looks like we really did have an extra act tonight, didn't we?
And here we were trying to push the customers out early today.
Well, thankfully, those that left early are safe.
Just to be clear, Sonny, you're sure you have not heard of other vermin problems like this?
Not like this. I mean, there is word on the street about bloodsuckers, but not like this.
Well, dear Vic, another thing for your list, I'm afraid.
My list of what?
Things whose butts we have to kick.
Oh, I don't keep a list for that. It would be too long. It's easier to keep a list of those we don't.
Sonny will smile at that.
Well, once we have polished up and Sobe and I have gotten all of this icky red paint off of our clothes, I believe we did have some chores to attend to this evening.
Referring to Sonny?
Yeah.
I don't think it's wise. I think maybe perhaps first thing in the morning, I think we all could use a good night's sleep.
I could use a good drink first.
Actually, I'm with the big lug.
Very well, Big Luck. I could use a good scrub down.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we are going to consider this a long rest. Boop.
Yay.
Ooh.
All right, so you guys kind of reminisce and start talking. I assume some of the details of the attack. I would assume important points. Why the circus? It seemed pretty well organized if they were coming after you, though finding out that they was attacking other people here. Don't know for certain. And you don't know if they attacked anywhere else in the city, or if there have been other attacks in the city.
Keely, do we want to point out and like ask around, see if like anyone else saw just like the small creatures, or if there were like other like humanoids that were attacking around the circus?
Very good. Roll me a blind investigate. Drop it in the bucket, please. Actually, since they're amongst your people, make it at advantage.
Okay. Advantage, investigation, gun.
I assume those little critters left behind corpses.
They did. Everything left the corpse. So
Somebody's gonna go around clearing up the
Nope.
corpses.
So you ask around, and those little gnarlings were by far the most frequent. You'll hear some reports that they seem to have almost like a keen pact, like a pact sort of tactics. One would lead the charge, and the others would just pounce and just devour individuals. The medium-sized ones with the long claws were definitely the second most common, though not nearly as numerous as the small ones. No one's heard about that female form.
Okay. Yeah, we'll put that back to the group. So it seems that we were the only one that were visited by that female. That definitely seems like we were targeted. But they wanted to make sure that they would make an impact on us as well, I think.
Retaliation, perhaps? Who have we offended so dearly this recently?
Everybody. I'm kidding.
The only thing that comes to mind was Stitsko.
Right.
As deranged as he was, I don't think he was quite the type to be cavorting around with the undead.
But we did suspect Sitska might have had a boss. Maybe someone bigger at play.
And I would certainly not put anything this foul past that man, if you could call him a man.
At the moment, he's just a head in a box.
Nice.
Grotesque. Alright, well, now that it is a new day, I do believe we had, as I mentioned, some chores to attend to.
All right. So, just setting up some tokens here in the background.
Oh, one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get Kiev's information, the hit he wanted us to do?
He is not. Not yet.
Gotcha.
Kiev is a patient man. All right, so let's set the stage here. The next morning...
Just recharging my wand.
Oh, you're fine. You meet with Sunny, who kind of takes you over to an area where she thinks that she's seen, heard these mysterious kind of individuals. And let's share a map here. Boop. I just placed you on the map. And here's what we're going to do. Again, it's a light snowfall this morning. It has certainly been heavier in these dark times. The sun is, of course, out. Boop. And you hear the trotting. Stop it. Murder your face. of horse hooves. Those marked with the letter D. I don't know why it's D, because it's draft horse. Being led in front, you can definitely see a captain of the guard as he's decked out in full regalia. Standing behind, you see an odd sort of gentleman, odd tunic, but he's got this gold mask and the white, stark white hair kind of pulled back. And a very elegant woman stands at his side. They are kind of leading the horses up front. That very poor drawing is a cart. Standing back behind are 4 Merkaba. You can see several people lined up in the streets, kind of seeing this as they are in full parade down the street. You would think that this would draw your full attention, but it is not. To the west, you hear the sounds of gunfire, clamoring, yelling of voices, as we take a 10-minute break. See you guys in 10.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Buenos noches.
Buenos tardes.
Is it bigger on the inside?
That's what I tell my.
This is muy grande.
All right, we'll give the others just a few minutes here.
Topic of Doctor Who. I'm very sad that I have to wait till next year for more.
'Tis the life.
Yeah.
One of these years, I really need to just torrent all the episodes that I've missed, because I just missed 5 and just gave up after that.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
I do.
They are... All of the new Doctor Who is on Amazon Prime other than the most recent season.
All right, everybody back?
Yes, sir.
Think so.
All right. So again, we set the scene. You see these kind of mysterious people being, or working with the Merkaba, pulling this mysterious cart headed by 2 large draft horses. To the west, you hear the sounds of gunfire and men's shouting. What do you wish to do?
Oh, Sobe, dear, that sounds dangerous. Should we go check it out?
Oh, you read my mind, my friend.
All right, I think you guys have free movement set up on the map. However, as you start, I imagine, to head over to the west and you let the cart kind of travel in front of you as you skirt around it, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The shouts.
I'll try to peek into the cart as it's going by.
Okay. Perception at disadvantage.
Would you like me to drop that in the bucket?
Yeah, you can. We'll make it a little bit of a surprise. All right. Good thing you rolled disadvantage. Anyways,
Aww.
you can't see. Normally on a covered cart like this, there's kind of that gap in the back. It is sealed very tightly. Whatever they have in there, they did not want any prying eyes to fall upon it. However, as 30 seconds roll into a minute, into 2 minutes, this cart starts to move past you. The sounds get louder, the men shouting, and bang, bang of their rifles going off. And you hear this loud smashing of buildings. And high in the air, you see something go up, get much, much closer, and slam down into kind of this crosswalk, completely destroying it. You see this large Goliath of a beast, his horns, high atop his head. This thing easily stretches 15, 20 foot in height, just covered in fur and carrying a large kind of a makeshift, it's a bag, but it's like a giant burlap sack. You can hear it kind of clanging around against his thigh as he looks over and starts to approach the cart. Let's roll initiatives again.
Quick question.
Answer.
Because you said it was a few minutes to pass by. Would there have been a faster way to move back, up north and take a back alley to go to the other side?
Yeah, I think that's perfectly reasonable. Something like this.
Yeah, that's what I would have wanted to do.
You guys do have free movement. You can place your characters where you want. I'm going to move the cart forward a little bit as well.
Yeah, probably would have been right up on the road since I was trying to peek in.
That cart did move, but stuff. Just pretend it's there. The cart, of course. We'll do this. I think I can do this.
Wherever you want to be.
This
So
will probably be
I'll
giant.
right
So hold
you.
on. No, it didn't. Sweet.
I think we went through about right there.
Attached to the hip, as always.
Everybody set? Rolled initiatives? I think that is a yes.
I think so.
Yep.
Good to go.
Great. So this Goliath of a man starts to run forward. You can see Sonny moving back here. You bastard! As this thing just comes charging forward. You can all... it is not targetable, but you can make attacks of opportunity against it as it comes rushing forward.
All right.
Yikes.
Sobe will hit. Sobe, as you whip your pike around and try to jab at it, you can feel it's like just extremely tough hide. It shrugs all but the very tip away. You think you barely left a scratch in this thing. Everybody else, you strike against it. I mean, it's a very large creature. It can't really dodge your blows, but it very deftly just, with its tremendous thighs, just kind of push your weapons aside. All right, Caspian, you technically have the first action. What would you like to do?
Okay, so this thing is like actively kind of running away.
It's charging at whatever this cart is at the moment, but yeah, it's leaping, and you can hear the Merkava running down the street.
All right, and funny thing, I have a weird idea. You said it's got a big bag, right?
It does.
I would like to reach out and try and touch it and cast light on it.
Interesting. Okay.
So it has to make a dexterity saving throw, which is a DC 15.
15. Okay. Because of its size, I'm going to give it disadvantage. Let's see here. We'll roll it in the open. All right. Yeah, there's no way it can get its bag out of the way, nor does it even try. You touch the bag, and
it blossoms up like a spotlight.
the creature just very quickly looks at the bag in its hand, more like brings hand and bag to face. As it's pretty. Anything else?
Yeah, I think I will bonus action disengage and move back.
Okay. You have free movement. Kaladin, it is now your turn.
Okay, let's move up a little bit. And bonus action, Hunter's Market.
Okay. Duly noted. Again, it is not
And-
targetable.
What do you mean by that?
You won't be able to target in Fantasy Grounds. You'll just have to roll.
Okay. I guess I will make an attack then.
A 14 will miss.
Okay. We'll do second attack. Wow.
Also, you fire your arrows and they just pachink, pachink off of its strong, sturdy hide.
And I think I can be able to make it there and kind of get like a little cover. if I
Gotcha.
can.
The halfling standing next to you is like, what the as it's kind of looking up into the sky like it just saw, I don't know, some imaginary creature just... Did that happen?
Sometimes I'm like, go, get out of here.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna waste his time. All right, anything else?
That should be it.
Phaley, before your turn, this large creature gets up. You see Sunny stand there defiantly. You can almost see her shaking. Draws her sword, sets it out two-handed before her, like waiting for this creature to charge. She tries to strike at it once. It just baps it to the side. And she tries to swing down again. It brings its arm, knocks her to the ground, and it lifts up its mighty foot as it's charging forward and brings it down hard. The cobbled street starts to buck and tear and be sent into the air. And as the dust settles, you see Sunny had rolled to the side. Phaley, your turn.
You cheeky son of a bitch.
Oh, the rage is coming.
Don't scare me like that.
Oof.
A 27 will strike as you... As you bring your Morning Star down, you definitely find purchase, but the hide is just so strong, you barely see any scratch upon this thing. That probably makes you mad.
You do get to swing again.
Dang, 25, you strike again, roll damage. As you try to follow up, you hit harder, just enough that you see that your Morning Star has indeed scratched the creature. You can hurt it. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay. At this moment, this guy's going to swing out. This one's going to swing out. The gentleman with the golden mask and white hair from his side very deftly pulls a firearm, starts pop, 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 well-measured shots into this beast. It strikes against it, but it is not slowing its momentum. The woman waving her staff and speaking the spidery language of magic starts to cast a spell. And in this area, a sec. Pointers. Draw a circle. Everybody needs to make dexterity saving throws as a large web has appeared. It's stretching from building to building.
Oops, that's dexterity check. That's my bad.
How do we make it a saving throw?
Saves are on the right side of the main.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to make a perception roll too? Well, apparently I do.
Lols. Good joke. All right. So those caught in the web are caught in the web. Unfortunately, nobody rolled high enough. I'm sorry. So.
Oh.
Let me see. I can probably throw the marker out here. 1 second. What? There you go. And let's see. That brings us to Vic.
All right. There was something I was debating back and forth on doing, and being stuck in a web has definitely cemented the idea. I am going to cast Dimension Door to pop into the wagon.
Interesting. Okay. So, here's what you are going to see. And I will whisper it to you. Until then, Sobe, take your turn. And then, Vic, if you want to take actions, we'll come back to you. Sound good?
Sure.
All right. Let's see. I get to make a dex save. Try and get out of this. I think that's what that said.
Is it the start of your turn?
Each creature that starts its turn in the web.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, go ahead. Mahaha. Double jeopardy.
What's the DC?
What did you roll?
11.
No?
All right.
No, whomever casts this seems to be very proficient in magic.
I think after the initial save, you make a check
Oh, that could be.
for what that's worth.
Doesn't matter.
Alright.
It's still a fail. So, and
Fails, a fails, a
his-
fail.
well, I think his save and his check are the one and the same.
Pretty much.
So you are restrained, but you can use your action to try and like rip the web up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can?
Yes, athletics.
Nice. Okay. That's what Sobe's going to do. Sobe's going to tear at this thing.
You can use an action to make a strength check against the spell save DC.
Do I roll athletics or the strength check?
The spell says strength. check.
Strength.
And that's just my ability, not the save.
Your action.
Yes, the strength. All right. You succeed as Sobe just rips through this web. That's your action.
I assume if I take a step forward, I'm gonna be in the same position as I was, though.
So what? The spell can't be that bad, right?
You know what? Sobe's gonna do it.
No, it's when you start your turn in it.
Oh, okay. Alright, Sobe's gonna get closer.
Okay. And?
I don't think I have... I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay, fair enough. Vic, back to you. You should have gotten my whisper.
Yes. With that in mind, I am going to just put a finger to my mouth, and I'm going to start unlocking.
Okay. Do you have tools to do so?
I do, and I have expertise in them.
Okay. So, go ahead and make me a check. We'll let you do one per round. Okay. Not a good roll, but as you start to go through, and success. We'll just say that for right now.
Okay.
All right. This creature just tears through this web. No problem. Let's see. Vic, you would not see this. The others are behind, would not see it as well. Okay. No matter. Something happens. Nobody can see it. Okay. Caspian, top of the order.
Alrighty. Well, I do have an idea. So if I enter the web at all, that would stick me as well, right?
Let me reread it. Start your turn or enter the web, I believe.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I think I will risk it. I will try and wade into the web.
Okay.
So I'll get that far, and it's a dexterity save.
That is correct.
Oh, poopy.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is not enough. Whomever cast this was obviously very good at their craft. So, I'm going to move you for just a second. Maybe. Where did it go? Oh, no. There it is. Okay. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, so I am restrained, but that doesn't mean I can't use other actions,
That
right?
is correct.
So I will go ahead and use my action to touch myself and cast Dragon's Breath.
That's what she said.
Wait, you're going to breathe fire on this web?
Not yet, but
Oh, okay.
next turn.
Oh, okay. Next turn. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Kaladin.
Okay. Gonna peek his head around, see all those web-ups strewn across the street. Are there like any barrels or crates in the alleyway for like easy access up onto the roof?
Let's see. So there are a lot of the way that the structure is designed. There's a lot of natural handholds. Someone who is so inclined might be able to get up there. You can make a climb check at advantage. Oh, sorry, it would fall under athletics.
Okay.
If you want to climb.
Yeah, we'll try it.
Okay.
So athletics with advantage. Ooh, yes.
Okay. As you very deftly use some quick handholds to pop, 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 you will move, on top of the building.
Okay.
That will take half your movement.
Okay. I'm at 35, so go up to 15 or 20.
You'll have 20 left.
Okay. Just to see what I need. And
Put you there.
yeah, so if I go here.
From that vantage point, you will see there are no longer Merkava standing there.
Okay, and we can let's bonus action dash so we can move 5, 10, 20 just to get a little closer. And I'll make 2 attacks at it.
Okay. Roll to hit.
So,
You have the high ground. First one, you find your mark.
Okay,
Your hunter's mark.
Hunter's mark. Hang on, I get everything here.
Here comes the barrage.
Is this considered a humanoid?
It is.
Okay, that's great.
That's odd.
So, there's that, and it took damage, plus sneak attack. And for the hell of it, let's throw in my
Colossus Slayer.
no, Moonbow. We'll use one of those charges.
Nice. So as you pull back on your bow, as it's kind of stomping forward through the streets, as it tears through the web, you find that perfect shot. You let loose. It strikes it true in the side. The arrow penetrates and sticks out. It doesn't even acknowledge that it hit it, though. But you hit true.
And second attack.
Okay. You try to split that arrow.
Oh, yeah.
That's a strike.
And we just get regular damage and sneak attack.
Okay. This arrow, very close to the second one, hits it in the side. Kind of a any more, and then you could make maybe a ladder between them. It doesn't acknowledge it, but you know that you struck true. that this, given enough damage, that maybe this creature could indeed go down. Anything else? Let's see, you did move to attacks. I think we're good.
Yeah, that's it.
Bailey, before your turn, this large creature just boom, he says, as he kicks one of these. Well, you can't see it from your position. It goes flying. Oops, wrong character. Goes flying into this building. You hear it collide against the sidewall as it disappears inside. This creature then kind of gets down on its haunches and does a mighty leap. Smashes into the side of this building. It's precariously holding its weight. Everyone can now see those things in front of you. Phaley, it is your turn. You're caught up in a web.
So what exactly can I do?
You could try to strength through it, or
So you get a dexterity save at the start, and if you fail that, then you can tear it as your action.
Yep.
Okay, and that would be a strength save?
do a dexterity save first.
Dex save, okay.
You break through. Maybe your small form helps you just kind of find that ample spot. You can move freely. However, if you stay in the web, you'll still have to make saves next round. Okay, as you burst forth, you see what was once the Merkava, these kind of horrid, wretched forms. You see these almost like obelisks floating there. Are they chained? You're not quite sure. It's just there's so much going on, but somehow maybe attached to their form, they're covered in a kind of a dark kind of hood. What do you wish to do?
Do they seem hostile?
They
Or are
have
they just
not.
hanging
They have
out?
not attacked you, the party, or anyone around, and they don't seem to be attacking the wagon. Maybe they're protecting it.
Can I just take I'll move here and take a little hide action under the stairs and just watch them for a minute to see
No problem.
what their
So you may
intent.
roll me an insight in the bucket. And Vic, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna keep making progress with the locks, hopefully. And as a bonus action, since I don't know that anything has happened outside in terms of changing appearances, I am going to shift my Glamour Weave armor to look like the Merkava armor.
Okay. Duly noted. And let's see that tool go to work. You pop another one. And Sobe, that brings us to you.
All right. Okay.
Sunny, for all this, she is trapped in the web and she is angry and trying to tear her way through this, but she can't even get her arm free to hack at the web. Not saying that you need to take your action to do that. Unfortunately, your dexterity is not high enough.
All right. Then somebody's gonna tear through it.
Brah, you break through the web.
All right.
Again.
Just burst through, just rah! Alright, somebody's going to move up towards the Merkava.
Who are not Merkava.
They are not Merkava. Just gonna go like, what the hell is going on here?
Okay.
You let it get away!
One of them will speak to you. Patience.
I think I've waited long enough to fight this damn thing.
Indeed, now it's getting away. Anything else?
That's gonna be it for so.
Okay. This creature is going to kind of crash down to the street and rush forward more. Caspian.
Alright, let's see if I can get out of here.
You got it. No problem.
Alrighty. Oh wow, I can't even get all the way out.
Oh.
I will. I guess I can go ahead and. These guys aren't immediately attacking.
They have shown no hostile actions. That doesn't mean you can't attack them.
Right. I'll just go ahead and do my bonus action to dash then, and if they hit me for opportunity, they.
Okay. And they do not. As you rush by the woman, you can see her looking forward. She seems to be weaving another spell.
Let me see. He's still within 120 feet, I'm assuming.
I would think so. I can draw the line. Pro tip, if you use both clicks and hold, you can draw a distance line.
Oh, cool.
Hey, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Okay, so as he kind of runs by everyone else in the cart and all, he'll point his fingers back towards the retreating creature and shoot a firebolt.
Okay. And you find the mark. Roll to hit. 19 points of damage. Whereas other things seem to have very little effect. You hit it kind of square in the back, and you can see the singed fur? Hair? Not quite sure. A small patch is kind of burnt away. It lingers for just a moment and then gets put out.
Alright, after hitting it, Caspian will shout out at the retreating figure, "Normally, I'm the one that leaves the men wait."
You can hear very distantly,
Catch me if you can!
And that's my turn.
okay. Kaladin. You gonna jump up across the roof? There is a bridge.
Parkour.
Gotta get that parkour.
Ooh, hang on.
Fly, you fool.
Hey, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Nice.
And bonus action dash. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
You are straight up Legolasing on the roof.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Yeah. And 2 more attacks.
You will strike.
And Hunter's Mark. So, this damage plus Colossus Slayer. And yeah, we'll just make a second attack.
Okay.
Oh,
And
hey.
another strike. Again, your arrows finding the mark, landing in this creature.
Match that. And okay.
Just thwack! You hit it in the side. Anything else?
That's everything.
Perfect. This creature lumbers forward a little bit. For the first time, it slows. It sets the sack down. As it tips over, you can see coins start to spill out of it as he gets underneath this land bridge, kind of the connecting the two buildings together, and says, "That's enough out of you." And he kind of lifts up and tears away a large chunk of this. And he's sending it in your direction. I'm going to need a dexterity save.
Okay then.
Okay, so
He just threw a building at you.
basically, yes. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Let's do the good news first.
The good news is it is not 24d10 points of damage.
Oh,
Aw. However, it is a building. And your dex was close, but not quite enough. It's fine. As it comes smashing into the building, you're just not quick enough to avoid it. It splinters stone masonry and shingles, nails, wood just all collide as it slams against you all at once. You do take 32 points of damage.
It's fine.
As he reaches back over to grab his sack and takes a couple steps forward.
his sack,
Bailey.
which is still neon bright, by the way.
Oh, it is. It certainly is.
Hang on. I need to make a constitution check. Nope, my last time to mark.
Okay. Thank you for being honest. Faley.
Yes, yes.
Oh, you rolled insight last time.
Yeah, I was waiting on you,
No problem. Sorry, sometimes I get sidetracked. As you kind of are hiding amongst the stairs, something pretty akin to your species, kind of always waiting, watching, small spaces and all that. You are watching the movements of these creatures. They don't seem to do much of anything. What you deduce is they're under some sort of control. Perhaps it's those orbs that are attached to them, but they don't seem hostile to you. They seem inert.
Okay.
What would you like to do? I saw that.
So what?
Somebody spun there. Anyways, Faley.
If you don't know
Can
what to
I-
do, go ahead.
Can I ready an action?
You sure can. What would you like to ready?
Ready to boop them in case if they go to do any.
So if they attack you or your friends, you're going to deftly intercept them.
Yes.
No problem. Vic,
Okay.
what the
how am
hell
I-
is going on out there?
Yeah, it's a lot of noise.
You just heard like building renovation.
I have faith in my friends, though. I'm sure they can handle it. This seems a little more important. So, how much headway am I making?
You're halfway there.
All right, I'm going to keep going then.
Okay. I think you're probably fine as long as you don't roll 1.
Do it.
Even
Literally not quite.
it was close. The cart's kind of bumpy and stuff, as just commotion is going on. The horses are spooked, that sort of thing. But you buckle down and pop. They're very interested in your new getup. Anything else?
Just again, I'll put a finger to my lips, remind them, stay quiet.
Yeah. They have no problem with that. They've been like a mouse. Sobe. The opposite of mouse.
Sobe. Alright. God, people are placed weird. Trying to figure out. Am I still in the effect of the spider or the sticky web?
No, we'll say you're out of it.
Okay.
The
Let's
circle's
see,
a little funky, but we'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. Trying to figure out how to move out of this position.
Well, they did not attack Caspian.
Yeah.
And you can shove people out of your way.
Which would be viewed as a hostile action.
Yeah.
And Soviet Russia gazebo attack you.
Alright, so somebody is going to... God, I don't know how to do this. Let's see. It's an extra 5 to move through someone, right?
I don't go by that rule. So
okay.
yeah, I don't do that.
Okay, so I can just...
The only time that's going to make a difference if it's a small space, but I always imagine your allies allow you birth.
Alright, so he's going to move to there, and he's going to use his action to...
To dash again, okay?
Yeah.
No problem. All right,
I think that's...
a couple things are going to happen at this point. The woman is going to cast her spell. You see Caspian very close to you, something that you're not accustomed to, something cold. As the snow starts to sweep around this female character, form in a shape in front of her and elongate out to a large point. She hurls it at the creature. And strikes true. As it kind of pierces into the tough hide of this, you can see it sink in a good maybe 6 inches or so before it shatters in a kind of a splay of white and red. Blood has been drawn. As I'm done with you. That's what she does. The man with the mask kind of whips his firearm around, holsters it, and this large creature takes another mighty leap. A good 70, 80 feet into the air, leaps over a building, 2 buildings, and is essentially out of sight. Now, let's deal with the aftermath. The woman turns to you, Caspian, and says, who the hell are you?
Seeing as he hasn't really expelled the magic, I imagine Caspian's kind of burping fire a little. As he just kind of looks at her a bit squeamishly, and he's like, circus freak.
All right, she says, why don't you go back to where you came from?
He'll kind of point after the direction where the monster went, and he'll say, would you know where he came from, dear?
So the man in the golden mask will speak up.
Why do you want to know?
Well, we pride ourselves on being good citizens and servants of Tantibus, and have reason to believe he's been causing a lot of problems recently.
The only thing I believe is that you're nosy. Perhaps you should move along.
Well, perhaps we should. Let me untangle, my friend. if I
Vic,
can.
make me one more roll. Go ahead. Oh, yeah.
Just annihilates the lock.
You unlock time.
Ooh.
Later. For now, just the lock.
Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt, Caspian.
He just is kind of like looking a bit cowed, and he'll gesture back at the web shenanigans. Let me just go untangle my.
Yes, why don't you do this? Skedaddle.
He'll kind of wink towards the masked gentleman and go back and try and help Sonny get
I suppose I think so in order. Thanks.
He's at least cordial to you. Again, you hear that kind of weird modulation coming from behind the mask.
You guys definitely did your fair share of slowing him down as well.
Well, this is no concern of ours.
I assume the building that got hit with another building is like totally collapsed. And
Yeah,
Kaladin
now
is
that-
like stuck in the middle of all
Now that you see Kaladin is starting to kind of dust themselves off and pull themselves out of the wreckage, yes.
Somebody's gonna yell over, "You all right?"
Yeah, I'm good. Did I see which way it had run off to?
Somewhere to the northeast.
Can I still see it
You
from my
c-
vantage point?
You cannot, but every now and then you can see it leap. Eventually, it moves at such... For as large of a creature as it is, when it leaps, it just has insane amount of speed and movement.
Knowing how fast I can probably run, do you think I'd be able to catch up with it?
Truthfully, probably not. Had you been on even footing and it not had thrown a building at you, you may have been able to keep up. You would know that much at least.
Okay.
Lost the
At
battle,
least-
but win the war you could.
At least hop down from the building.
Yeah. That and the building fell on you, so you're like, right? So, maybe it was reactionary on its part, but it knew what to do to take you out of the fight. Because, you saw your friends trying to fight it. Almost nothing worked against this, but your arrows were indeed sinking in. You would have, I think you were up when Caspian did his fire. You would have seen that, but I don't think you saw the ice. But I digress.
Oh, Faylee, dearest, help me free Sunny. She's a bit stuck.
She is just fuming. Let me at him. I will kill him.
She'll start trying to get some of the webbing off from her.
As soon as you start to tear the webbing, she instantly starts to move down the street. It was she didn't even take the time or the courtesy to thank you. This is very obvious. She's fuming.
You're welcome.
Yeah, they'll turn to Sunny and be like, he's already gone.
Of course he is. We failed again.
Caspian will lean down towards Faylee and kind of whisper to her. Have you seen Vic, darling, recently?
Where is Vic? And Vic, what is your plan?
Well, as soon as my action becomes available again.
We're kind of
assuming-
loosey-goosey, so go right ahead.
Okay, yeah. I plan on just tearing open the said it was just like a cloth top over this.
It is. Do you want to
I'm
be
just
so
gonna-
brazen?
Yes, I'm going to just tear it open. I'm going to shout out to my allies, heads down, and cast a hypnotic pattern and tell the kids to run.
Interesting. What's the DC save?
It is a DC 15 wisdom save.
Okay, everybody, its companions get. I think Kaladin, Sobe are far away enough. So Faylee, Caspian, you guys get advantage on your saves. And I'm gonna roll some things here in the background.
What kind of save was it? Sorry.
Wisdom.
Oh, yikes.
Oof.
Rip.
Oh, they're just so distracted by it. You tried to give them the heads up, but as you kind of you were inside tinkering, you kind of found some of the latches. You're able to kind of flip the edge up. These kids go scrambling out. These things come alive and they start to lift off the ground and move. They hover over the web and chase after the children. There is indeed a button, yep. All right, Caspian, Faylee, you guys are just entranced by the spell. The woman kind of winces her eyes and looks away very quickly. The man in the mask goes,
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Presumably to me.
Yes.
yes.
Oh.
Stopping whatever plans involve kidnapping little children.
You know we have the proper clearance for this.
The proper clearance matters not to me.
I see. Captain, would you like to take care of this?
The captain starts to move over. Do we have a problem here? He's about 6'3", maybe 240 all muscle. He's
I
talking to
would
you, Vic.
certainly I would certainly seem so. It's a bit out of character even for your lot to be kidnapping children off the street.
And for clarification, you are still Merkava, correct?
Oh, I'm in the armor of
Yeah,
Merkava
yeah.
anyway. I haven't changed my voice or anything.
No problem. You're not one of ours. Adventurer?
You could call me that.
Well, this is how I will call it. We will be watching you. You will not interfere with the Onrori again. And I'll spell that for you guys. And in Discord. Thank you, thank you. Are we clear?
The only thing clear to me is that you are kidnapping children. For whatever ends that may be, there is no reason that would warrant such actions. Should we encounter each other again, you can expect the same from me.
He looks you up and down. Through the slits in his helmet, you can hear like a licking of lips. I look forward to our next encounter. His sword is sheathed, but he lets go of the handle, heads back to the draft horses, gets them calm, and the group starts to move forward off the streets.
And I will, of course, jump off the wagon before they start moving again.
Very good. Standing up against the law, having principles. Go ahead and take a point of inspiration for that.
Thank you.
Are me and Faye still stunned?
We'll consider this scene finished. You guys start to come back to your senses. The only thing that's really going on was you see some people kind of pocketing small bits of change that was left on the street.
Bailey's probably doing that too.
What'd you guys find? Like, shh. The Macava's right over there. They stuff their pockets and then scurry off like rats.
Well, Vic, dear, that caught me by surprise. Are you okay?
Yes, I tried to give you fair warning, but it had to wait until the last minute, unfortunately.
Well, fair is fair. Are you all in one piece?
A little shaky, to be honest. It's not my usual form to stand up against the Macava.
Caspian will just kind of wink at her. You get used to it. Sobe, Kale, you guys in one piece too?
That thing was a beaut.
It has been leaping from building to building. We may be able to track its movements.
Indeed.
We've spooked it enough, at least.
I don't know how well it will work, but I had the intent to make its bag glow so it could be easier to find. Or at the very least know which way it was heading, perhaps, if we asked the right people.
How long does your spell last, by the way?
An hour.
Okay.
Do you know in which direction it took off?
It's heading north.
I can try and get a bird's eye view.
I was hoping I could mark it, but fortunately went through a building at me.
It threw a building at you?
Oh, that catwalk, and they point to the wreckage on the building that was at.
Both the catwalk completely destroyed. Half that building is collapsed at this point. It's amazing that Kaladin survived.
Yeah, Caspian will just kind of let out that low whistle.
Are you feeling alright after that?
A little sore, but I can manage still.
Alright then, I shall attempt to see where it's heading. I'll go ahead and pull out my broom of flying and take to the skies.
What's the movement speed on it?
It is, I believe, 50 feet.
Okay. So
I know I'm not going to be able to catch up, but I'm hoping the bird's eye view will at least give me an idea of where it's going.
yes, it headed to the Noble District. You can see it. You can see the faint glow of that bag ascending the mountainside.
I do have, for what it's worth, a spyglass.
Oh, yeah, you zip. Those things are expensive. Nice. I know where your gold went. You zip, you zip in on it. You can see, I don't know the range on those, but you can make them out, but nothing like super huge. But you can definitely see the glow of the bag as it's kind of, and then half leaping up, grabbing and forcing into another like handhold as it's pulling itself up. It is headed towards the Noble District.
I will fly back down and let them know it's headed towards the Noble District, it appears.
Oh, good. Did my little trick work after all?
Yes, it certainly did make it easier to spot. It stands out like a sore thumb.
Oh, be sure to praise me more tonight.
All right.
I just smirk.
So you've finally met this thing, though you didn't see a top hat. Who the hell's the... Yeah, anyways, people are strange, right? It definitely had antlers, giant ass antlers. Again, being this close to it, you would think it's probably closer to 22, 23 foot in height. Some people had probably underestimated it. It's strong, it's fast, it's nigh invulnerable. And, gosh, there's just a lot going on, isn't there? There's some sorts of gnarlings attacking you. You've got this big bad that you're chasing around the city. And who are this mysterious Onrori? Any thoughts?
Oh, so just to be clear, the Merkava captain said he was on Roy too?
He did not allude to that, but they are definitely working together.
Okay, got it.
So it was the Merkava, like, I guess, foot soldiers that turned into those weird dregs.
Yeah, but you don't see any of that armor around.
Probably an illusion.
And they also had weird accents. I don't know if you guys caught that.
Yeah, I did pick up a little bit of that.
A little bit of wobble use.
The one with the mask was very polite, though.
Yes, by all rights, he certainly could have turned a lot of them against me after that, but he chose not to.
All right, what is the party's next steps?
Well, I do feel it's worth mentioning that in terms of rumors that we've heard so far, we've dealt with Stitsko and the kidnapping of young women. We've heard of young men going disappearing on the Merchant District, and now we have children being kidnapped as well. I don't think these are coincidences.
Indeed. Although I dare say that someone's going to have to console Sunny before we go anywhere.
Where did Sunny go? She must have slipped out under the commotion. But we'll probably find out next time. Aww. Thanks for coming, guys.